Okay, good day. Welcome to another episode of 90 Days with XYZ, right? So today we're talking about market phase. So for you all that have been since day one, I just want to say a big thank you. I want to make a big shout out, not shout out to like Instagram shout out all those who do own. Welcome to another episode of 90 Days with XYZ. Today we're talking about market phase. Now, what are market phase? Now, it's not the typical market phase that you guys actually know. Dealing with market phase. So the market phase is actually what I've been teaching, which are fair value gap, which are FVG, right? Swings, right? And lows and highs. Do you understand? So first thing we're talking about fair value gap, right? First thing I want you to know is these three things they work hand in hand. Do you understand? The fair value gap, the swings, lows and highs. Do you understand? So let's look at this. Take your time, think about it. What do you think fair value gaps are, which I already taught? What do you think swings are, which I already taught? What do you think lows and highs are, which I already taught? Fair value gap are spaces in the market. Swings are like swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low in the market, right? Where price reverse from. Lows and highs are highs, probably old swings, old bullish swing, old bearish swings. Same thing as lows and highs. Not too much English. This is a market phase. So there are some phases that fair value gap, there's a fair value gap phase. This is when price is moving to a fair value gap or rejecting from a fair value gap. There's a swing phase, which is only the bullish phase and the bearish phase. This is where price is reacting that okay, yeah, let us change the direction of the market, let us change the direction of the market. Do you understand? Lows and highs are just places that market got to and reversed. Market got to there and high and reversed from there. Old swings, old lows. Do you understand? So now what I'll be doing today is putting all this together. You understand? Putting all this together. What do I mean by putting all this together? Okay, putting all this together is all of them actually work hand in hand. Do you understand? Now let me give you an example. Let's say there's a fair value gap right here. Let's say there's a fair value Jesus Christ. There's a fair value gap right here. Right, then I'm going to give you an example of swings and lows and highs. Right now, there's a fair value gap right here. We all know about fair value gap. Now, price can come here, give us a rejection, right? And it can mean single rejection or swing, right? Price came here and created a swing. Probably another candle here. That's the week, right? Week. Then another one right here, right? Then there's another one at this point, right? You can see that it came to the fair value gap, right? And gave us what? A swing pattern. Forgive me, I need to drink water. So back to it from our commercial break. So we had a swing pattern right there, right? Now when the swing pattern is created, after price is just a fair value gap, where is it supposed to go to? Think about it. You just sit down, think about it. What do you think? We all know that it's supposed to go to an eye. It can be a different eye, probably an eye here or a eye in 1999. Any eye. Do you understand? So price will eventually go there, right? You can see how all of them work hand in hand, right? Now, to save us the time and drama, let me just show you an example of what I mean. So right here, what can we see right here? We're bullish. Weekly was actually bullish, right? Overall. So everything I'm looking for will be buys. Do you understand? Everything I'm looking for will be actually buys, right? Till this point. This was my target, right? Everything I'm looking for will actually be buys, right? Now, look at this. what did you notice? When price gave us this bullish closure, where did it go to? High, right? Rejected from the high. Where next did it go to? Fair value gap. You can see how it's going, the market face. Now price now came here and rejected from the fair value gap at this point. You can see that it is not just something that you just see and you ignore. Price rejected from this fair value gap. Price rejected from this fair value gap. Tell me why price now went to an high. From fair value gap, it has to move to an high. Do you understand? Where is the most opposite high? This is the high that would have been targeting, not that even that place. This high. Do you understand? And how would you have caused that? Let's go to the forward to confirm it. I want to show you something that you guys always overlook. Look at this. A breakout happened at this place to the downside, right? A breakout happened here. Everybody would have wanted to sell. This is the trap. Everybody would have wanted to sell here. But believe me, when you know that breakout fair value gaps works like magic, and rejection and breakout, you can see we also had another breakout right here, right? This is a clean one that price would have used to buy. You would have taken this trade and be targeting all these highs. Do you understand? Although price took out this high, I don't know why. Let's check it. This is why you don't put your SL close. You understand? Let's check it why. Sorry. 1 hour. You can see if you are just entering from the breakout at this one, because it's a small breakout, right? At what time? You can see price and time. 6 a.m. price created this breakout at what? At what? 2 a.m. 2 a.m. candle in the night. 6 a.m. candle opened and did what? And bought. Let's say we bought from here and SL was a little bit low, probably below this. You can see below the main liquidity line and targeting where? This place. You can see how you'd have caught this. Now from high again to a low. Do you understand? Now where is price target as price is coming down after price has taken the high? Where is price target? Price target is the fair value gap. It has taken out an high already. Where is the next place that is going to come to? A fair value gap. Do you understand? A fair value gap. The only way that price is now going to come down to this other fair value gap is if price close inside this one and keep on closing bearish, then we can come here. Do you understand? Now let me show you more on USDCHF. Look at this. I caught this trade actually. If you can notice what happened right here, price came here and rejected. Price came here, rejected from here, right? I caught a buy and sell here. Price came here, rejected from here. At first, I didn't want to just buy blindly because we had what? A bearish closure. I was waiting for a swing pattern. Do you understand? Which price created right here? Price created this swing pattern right here. Wait, let me check if this thing is even recording my voice. Okay, yes. So price created this right here, swing pattern. Wanted to buy to where? A fair value gap. Now we buy from what? A swing to an high to a fair value gap to a low. This is what happened right here. Let me show you. Now we had this swing right here on the daily time frame, right? I wanted to buy into this fair value gap, which was on the 4-hour time frame. We had was our breakout. You understand? A breakout right there to the upside already, right? So what do we look for? On the 30 minutes, we look for what? Our network. On the 30 minutes, we look for what? Our swing, our range, which we add here. A sweep to the downside, a break to the upside. We would have used this, right? We didn't. That's why I put my entry here. I'm not talking about entry, but this is where I put my entry and target that place, target the fair value gap, right? So now we got there. On the daily time frame, we had a rejection. Daily time frame, we had a rejection, right? Let me show you. Daily time frame, we had a rejection. Which price used to sell? You can see what we used to sell. On the 4 hour time frame, what did I use to sell? Swing pattern, fair value gap, just swing pattern, liquidity below A-shaped key level, finish. Same thing happened on USD CHF. No USD CHF. GBP JPY. Look at this. This is going to be short. Swing pattern straight to where? Fair value gap. Swing pattern straight to fair value gap. Now that price has closed inside this fair value gap, next one that we'll be targeting is this one. Do you understand? Is this one right here. But before then, something happened on the 4 hour time frame, right? Look at this. Also again, something happened different places on this chart. Swing pattern right here. Swing pattern, where did it go to? And I was on this trade right here. Price went up. Do you understand? So all this is for you to know. There are market phases. You need to know when price is going to go to is going to use the fair value gap. You need to know when price is going to use the high and low. Meaning price coming to the high and changing it. Do you understand? Just like this one I used before. Swing pattern right here. Do you understand? Swing pattern, the price used it. Do you understand? So there are more of this in the market. I just want you to go to your chart, backtest and Galorizi. Clear. Do you understand? So that will be all for today.